You know, as they say, scheduling is pain, but we have a show still.
Scheduling is something pain, yes. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I think we may need to redo that again because I don't think they heard us the first time here. If you want to just go back over that, yeah.
All right, from the top. Hello, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to Game 2 of the finals of the Omnidextrous Memers Guild. On the left, we have xPankraz. On the right, we have Pyre. I'm Scarcerer. Joining us on the restream is Cubs Rule. Joining us on tracking is Step Lively, and joining me in the comms booth is Naitu. How are you doing, Naitu?
I'm better than I was 15 seconds ago.
That's wonderful.
But no, it is great to be here. Sunday finals, game 1 of a doubleheader, if I do recall here. Which I do believe there will be a force break in between here. But yeah, this will be game 2 with game 3 just coming in here right after pretty much here between these two runners. And if I'm looking at this, we do have, yes, that is a Porom start, which is, I think our runners are actually happy to have here.
Yes, Porom learns exit at level 19, whereas Rosa learns exit after completing the Tower of Zot. You don't want to do the Tower of Zot. It's a long check. It's a stinky check. You want exit right away.
Yeah, I mean, if you get there in, 15 minutes with, equipment to take it out, and you only have an Edward in slot 2, maybe you think about it. But yeah, you're right. It is a check that nobody really wants to do until they have to do it here. But the gate is dropped. Here we go. I have witched Edward into existence. And an Elven Bow.
That's a catechin.
Oh yes, that is a catechin.
All right. The meta's been established. These runners have helped in establishing it. They're probably going to Evelyn Castle. How many heroine robes are we seeing there?
If I wanted to be kind to our runners, I'd say we'd find 2. If I want to be absolutely mean to these awesome runners and check their skills, we're not finding a single heroine robe in there. But as you say, here we are. We're into Evelyn Castle here, thanks to our chests, our trap chest setting being vanilla here. We know exactly we're gonna go. Black Sword or Rune Ring are actually 2 really good starting items here, if we can get a sweeper to go with that there.
Indeed. I don't think that's quite enough agility for Edward to be able to swoon proc Mad Ogres. But if we get the defense, someone might be tempted to try.
Yeah, not much in the way of defense. That Rune Ring actually does help for the Mad Ogres, giving you, we only do have to get to, what, 33, 32? Somewhere around that.
32 with a Rune Ring or an Aegis Shield.
Diamond Armor will get it most of the way there.
Yeah, I think they've either got it or they've got like 3/4 of the way there. Yeah. One more piece of OK armor will secure the defensive portion, and while swim procs from the Black Sword are doable, they're not necessarily reliable. You have to get the timing down. Might not be as quick as just coming back for it later.
Yeah, we do have bandana there, headband, a dragon whip, which might help the agility
Crystal
there.
armor.
Crystal armor will get you there, definitely in terms of defense. 2 dragon whips now, so we've got a little bit of
I think the
additional.
bandana might get you there speed-wise too.
Oh yeah, dragon whip, black sword. Yep, Pankraz is definitely going for it here. For the last one to swing, and did not get it there.
Yeah, Porum's base agility is wanting.
Yep.
They might be the right agility, but it might be just tight enough, and that's the legend sword Pyre's picked up from Bedward.
There's our swoon proc.
And it looks like Pyre was not satisfied with the loot from Eblin Castle. He's checking the Troya public treasury. Probably digging for a Blizzard Spear or an Ice Brand, or maybe even just something bold.
Yeah, that Earth Hammer and Lightsaber aren't bad there for weapons. Another Black Sword to mess with agility and other things there. But yeah, as you were saying, we didn't really... I think that Earth Hammer is the best piece of weaponry we've really picked up to this point.
I would say the light sword is. It's got a higher attack power. It's 99.99, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus
there.
3 strength. It's pretty good. Like
okay.
That bandana that our runners found and a light sword is a guaranteed strength multiplier.
Yep. Oh, and we have our hook already, and I wonder if Pankraz, I doubt he's going to go straight underground here, but does know where our underground access is already. So, hey, that's nice.
Yeah, there's usually enough on the overworld that there's almost an inherent incentive to full clear or clear as much as you can, clear as much as you want to. We're looking at our deals here that want to.
Yep. Oh baby, double dragon whip here, going into Asura and a cane, which isn't bad, and a good target for those other pieces of weaponry, but yeah, I guess you really do have the defense where you can kind of gray face your way through this here. Yeah, only about 1,200 hit points here. That'll be fine.
And it looks like they've both made the preferred decision of runners to. Oh, Pankraz putting that starting Elven bow to use. The samurai arrows he picked up in Eblin.
Oh, moves
taking advantage of Ashura's mage weakness.
Yeah, moves you don't see an Omni real quick. Opting for a bow, even if it was the correct decision here, that was absolutely lovely to see as Pankraz gets through that fight very quickly. Pyre's going to have the early equipment advantage with that public treasury paying out as it did, but you know, still a decent amount of stuff that both of our runners have as they're both heading over to... excuse me, they're both heading over to Fabul. I believe Pankraz is more heading over here just because, hey, that's that's probably going to be, Porum's at 17 right now, and if Pankraz can get Porum to 19 through this, that's going to be exit for, you know, things like Antlion and oh, nice Thunderclaw in the shop there. That's situationally good. And Boomerang for easy back rowing.
Boomerang was probably just a snap by because they do have whips which accomplish the same thing.
Ah, true. Yes, Dragon Whips would here, and we have the Troyan Guard exchange program here. I wonder if Pankraz still has that Porum loaded out with that Elven bow.
I didn't see him go back into the menu, so probably. Though.
Yep.
The idea will probably be, he's taking that off. He's going to switch to regular weapons, or give it to. Nope, he's just gonna swoon proc.
Swoon procs. Okay, yeah, that'll work too. Oh, that's actually wonderful for Pankraz in there, in terms of the equipment gap, as Pyre gets that Earth Crystal and might be grumbling a little bit because Pyre stopped over for that public treasury. I'm going to assume both of them are going to head to the not-so-public treasury here, and pick up all those just based on what you get. Now I'm going to give him a heroin rope in the main treasury here.
You know, whenever it's these really early treasuries, there's almost never a heroin rope. There's other nice things. I think there'll be a Gungnir at best.
I don't know. That was a pretty sad Evelyn there. So I gotta figure the treasury's gonna make up for it a little bit here.
Great Fat Treasury!
So I would guess both of them armed with a surfeit of Blizzard Spears are probably at least going to do that. I figure Pankraz might be a little more in line to check it there. I don't know when Porum gets that Berserk spell, but that's gonna help deal with whatever's in the Mega Sister slot most likely here. So I would think Pankraz is probably a little more wanting to go do that. I would guess.
Yeah, Porum gets Berserk at level 18, the level right before she gets exit.
Yep, Pyre brings down the Flame Dog. Pankraz is headed into Zot proper here. And that's a white magic stick. That's about all it is, honestly. Less shopping for life potions if you want to keep that on Porum there, but
I mean, you could, or you could give it to somebody who can't cast Life One.
True, you could now.
Pyre's poking his head into Mist Cave, looking for that long delay.
Not
And
long
because
delay,
there wasn't
we
one,
don't
we
get
don't
to
get to
see
see the
it. Yeah.
boss.
I mean, just these little small. I mean, I'm one of those people who definitely be like, okay, what am I not having to fight later in there? Pankraz getting super mileage out of that Black Sword, getting even more swoon procs, as we do see the other half of the twins in Baron in here.
And here, Pankraz is going up Tower of Zot, either gambling a little bit to try and push his advantage, or covering his bases to make sure that Pyre doesn't go for the same. Pyre can't benefit from the same.
Yeah, again, I figured he would be more likely to do so just based on the fact that Porum already has the Berserk spell and should be able to deal with a little more of what's in the Mega Sister slot. Meanwhile, Baron in, Painman into KQE. Painman in one of the worst spots, at least for us, because we want to see him somewhere in, oh no, that was...
The fake out!
a fake out, just a water hag here, unfortunately. But
This is
Pankraz does know
nice.
that, yeah, Pankraz will know that a blue robe elsewhere, well, as we do see a pink tail come out in the Baron Inn, so get your guesses in on what tier 8 that is going to come out of that pink tail as soon as Pyre does find that hook eventually here.
Well, until it's turned in, it's an Avenger, but once it's turned in, it's likely just Artemis arrows.
I'm going to go one better on that and say it's a white shirt.
See, white shirts are great. They're a wonderful defensive item. I don't know why everyone is so pessimistic about white shirts.
It's less I'm pessimistic about white shirt because it is a wonderful piece of armor. However, in terms of what you really want to find in there, it's not exactly. Oh my! Pankraz gets rewarded here.
Ooh, and that's this definitely punishes Pyre's Ordeals play, because this is gonna drive Pankraz to ordeals. Like, you want spells on Fu,
Oh, absolutely.
especially since these are the second and third bosses he's beating. His Fu will probably only be at 800 after this.
Sounds about right. Yeah, he's been to Hobbs. He's been to this boss here, and yeah, he's been to Fabul. So yeah, 3 bosses.
Oh, 4 bosses after this. He'll be at 900 here.
Yeah.
He did. I forgot he did Hobbs.
He didn't really have anything great so far, so that said, here, have a life stick, here, have a black sword or change rod. Let's load you up with everything you'd ever want in terms of magical. Hey, I would have given him a piece of Dragoon gear too, just to give him that resistance there.
Hey, and there's
Wyvern and Kane's paralyzed for some reason.
I caught it. It's Slap, which is an ability on the Lamias you can find if you use a Siren on ordeals.
Huh. Neat.
That's nice.
Meanwhile, other bosses that are weak to Dragon Whip here with D-Lunars in Zot 2 as well, so...
And here's the gauntlet.
That's
back attack gauntlet.
Wow.
Now your comment earlier about the Earth Hammer is 100% the superior comment, because that's going to make this so much quicker. And while if Fu gets Virus, Pankraz can clear it equally quickly, but only if he decides to anchor Fu, which is unlikely.
Boy, that's a good question. Let's see. Now, mind you, this is probably going to turn Pankraz over to cleaning out like Mist Cave. Probably has Exit on Porum by now, so Antlion's probably going to be dove. We could have a couple more sets of spells on our Fu before we, get to that point here. But as for our reward on the Earth Crystal, we have a more Dragon Killers. Yes,
a nice item. The Dragoon Spear is 99 power. It hits the wind element as well as the dragon weakness.
Yeah, Kane's happy to have it still. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get 2 more bosses here in Baron Inn as well here real quick.
Yeah, the going to Fabul right after Hobbs was really paying off for Pankraz. Just letting him just the smooth routing of the overworld is very fortunate.
I only saw Ice 1 exit and another spell. I'll get another run here at it when this other part of the stream kind of done. Just wall. Okay, so but he does know Berserk already, so hey, that's nice. I think I saw Ice 3 on there.
Definitely not worth casting in the back attack. Almost not worth casting ever.
Oh, definitely not, but probably the first actual real attack magic that Fu has picked up so far at 1100 here. But as you said, yeah, that Earth Hammer is definitely, this back attack gauntlet does not go fast at all, period. And yeah, Pankraz is probably, not even saving going in. So yeah, Pankraz is definitely going in with the idea of, I'm going to kill whatever's in here for Fu's spell list.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
The punish.
But
Venom comes off. It's fine. It's easy. Ooh,
Yeah.
Still trying to clean up his own party because he anticipates at least one demolish.
And he did get there. He's guaranteed Kane and Fu are the only 2 going to be standing at this. Meanwhile, Pyre is into the Ordeals Paladin room here. And down comes the key item, and it is a required inspired mount ordeals is what this is. So here's the thing. Pankraz could get like Virus in Quake or like a very early nuke and decide if he gets some good foo spells out of these next 2 checks, because he's probably going to go to Waterfall and then he's probably going to go to Antlion. If Foo comes up with some good magic, that might steer Pankraz away from Mount Ordeals. And there was Virus at, I believe, 1200 there.
I guess whether or not Pankraz goes to Ordeals is really depending on the mindset he's bringing into this game. Is he just playing his game, going through, just trying to be fast? Or is he going to try and cover his tracks and make sure that Pyre doesn't have anything that he can use for leverage against him?
That's a good question here, but good, rolling up with that Virus, leaving both Palom and Eddie down here. Guess you're not sure which one you want to leave down here at the moment, but which I think Palom's probably the better anchor in this point, but I cannot remember that one.
It's Edward. Palom has lower agility, yes, but Palom also is a useful character.
Well, I mean, with Foo existing right now,
you know, Palom's there is a point at which Palom's wisdom growth surpasses what Foo has, and
true. And I did see Lit 3 in that chain of stuff there, but not Quake, so Foo's still missing the big hitters here, so to speak.
And someone in chat mentioned drain weapons. I don't think I think you're right. I think we haven't seen any drain weapons yet. Wow.
I don't think I've seen a dwarf axe, a drain weapon, anything of that nature here. As and there's elements at Antlion that we're finally getting to here. And down they go.
I believe that was Fatal Hold and Warp and a Tiara.
Yeah, that wasn't Quake or Nuke there, so while Foo did get Virus and more magic power there, that could send Pankraz up Ordeals, just kind of looking for the big boomer spells here. But I mean, that team is definitely ready to go challenge the Hook Crowd anyway, and yeah, he's going to go launch the hovercraft now. That is not looking good for an Ordeals play. Of course, he could just drop it off since he was right here, so this could be a routing thing as well.
Yeah, going up to yeah, it's in the neighborhood. You don't want to fly around too much.
And Pankraz still does have the hook as well as that pink tail to turn in here. That Pyres is on that fight right now, so yeah, it could be, you know, Pankraz just wants to see what's on that pink tail before going further with decision making here.
You were right. Just a white shirt.
Yep, definitely not the Avenger they were looking for. Foo's gonna love that white shirt, actually, there. If we're gonna continue building him magic-based, you know, making his healing as well as his snuking there. But, oh, nope, Pankraz is stopping by the Accursed Mountain here, dropping the hovercraft off, so Pankraz is going to find that gauntlet and... but as you said, is he... Oh, there you go. I'm wondering if that is a... that's a quick adjustment to put Foo available just in case one of those gauntlets comes up. So yeah, that's a pretty heads-up play from Pankraz there, as Foo does look to be in position to drop in the viruses fairly quickly here. I did not see what Pyre did fish out of the Black Cat Lamia chest.
Well, nothing. Oh, it was a Masamune.
It was a Masamune, okay. Edge weapons, not great in OMG, just because they were designed with dual wielding in mind. Shrug. But, yeah, Pyre's to the last fight here. And I believe that means Pyre will have done pretty much everything on the blue planet save Zot. So Pyre's really hoping to see that Fu on the hook route now. Although at the very least he does have Palom up and running there, so it does have that black magic available here. So yeah, okay, Pankraz did get Quake at 1500 looks like, but Virus is going to be plenty there, and there is our union mandated Artie arrows there, and Evelyn, you're welcome.
I don't think a union would be demanding Artie arrows here.
Well, unions work in strange ways. Yeah, I'm not sure with what agility you could actually just make up for the whole albatross of being back attack there. I think all the monsters are going. Yeah, all the monsters are going to get a turn in back attack just because back attack there. There is no agility
with a back attack
that will. Yeah.
All the monsters get their turn right away for a back attack. And then your own agility fills up. ATB.
Actually, I wonder if you really want a fast anchor more than slow anchor here, now that I think about it.
Yeah, you want to fast anchor on our deals for everything but Plague.
Yep. So, I believe this is the last fight of ordeals here. Fu does have a black sword equipped. I believe he's got a black sword, change rod, rune ring, tiara, lots of black magic equips, if I recall. But yeah, he definitely has. And there is Nuke at, what is that, 1600?
Yeah, that's 1600. Pankraz will have a fully online, a full power Fu before going underground.
Yeah, or rather, we'll hit full power on the Ruby fight by the thinking of it here. Excuse me. But does get the fusing adamant rock, so at the very least, other than Zot really only paying out in the Fu, which is a really good payout. Don't get me wrong. Pyre will be the first underground at the very least, but yeah, is going to be down that bit of power here as I would say, Pyre is probably up by less than the Zot climb here, but is going to be the first one pushing underground.
The Zot advantage could evaporate on the hook route. It could be Fusoi on the hook route.
It could, yes. Yeah, if that Fu pops up on hook route, or heck, I mean, throw him something, maybe throw him a Cecil, something like that here. Does pick up a few more life potions, dropping the inventory here. But yeah, that's definitely a potentiality. Yeah, again, if you find your Fu here, then yeah, advantage goes back to Pyre. Even though Pyre is, I think, down by 4 bosses here because did not do Waterfall, Mist Cave, or the Zot bosses there, so... would have Virus at the very least, but yeah, Pyre is down by 4 bosses. Ooh, Drain Spear, there we go.
There's our anchoring solved. Just leave Eddie on the ground with a Drain Spear.
I would have to do a little bit more research either way to know if it is possible/impossible to, in terms of anchoring at, before anybody gets their turn at the, at the back attack.
Well, the slow anchor, no run buffering didn't do it.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Pancras still has 2 Upland chests to go through. Again, with the power of Quake Soya, they're gonna get through pretty handily there, as Pyre does take out the Staleman, and that is a Luca key. Oh boy.
Ooh, duplicate Edward on the hook route with the Mage's Sisters. The attack and magic power at the hook 2 spot aren't anything to write home about, but they aren't inconsiderable.
Yeah, that's not terrible news for Pyre, as while Pancras does have Quake online on Fu, Pyre will have the kid online by this point, so it is going to have at least AoE damage available for the Mega Sisters fight. Yeah, Mega Sisters
Pyre did
not really. Yes, Pyre did Antlion.
Okay, I'm wondering about the tiara for the damage on those quakes.
Mm-hmm. At least I'm pretty sure Pyre did Antlion. Pyre may have left Antlion, but yeah, 10 magic power, nothing to really be scoffed at here. Pyre is up a trap chest check, down a Zot, that we know is absolutely nothing actually, but excuse me. Oh, Pyre reset out of Antlion, okay.
I guess without exit, a tiara is not worth walking out.
Yeah,
7 Soma drops for Pancraz.
oh my, yeah,
That's 6 for Fu and 1 for Kane. Let's see it.
Oh, is he gonna meme? I know Pancraz
I hope so.
Jarrett's, but this is the finals. No time for
they all
memeing
went
here,
on.
as Fu now has 260 MP. For those counting, that's 8 quakes and change, or 5 nukes and change.
5 nukes and an exit.
Pancraz did pass up the Drain Spear, however, did walk right by that chest, so no Drain Spear for Pancraz here.
It's still,
I mean, Eddie's still face down,
Yeah.
and has
Eddie's
a
still
lot to
face
do that.
down.
He has
Fu has
started
plus
to-
agility.
Yeah, he has started to get the Palom online as well here, as Palom has been activated to gain some XP here, and by that hit point count, I would guess is probably fairly close to getting Quake online as well here. I did not see what came out of the Mad Ogre's chest, but I'm guessing it's not key item shaped. Possum sees the duplicate Edward, shrugs his shoulders, says, I don't care, I have a mop. And they both probably shrug their shoulders, shake their head, and say, oh, this is Quakeable. Yeah, this is not really a rude Ruby in an element, or KQE in an elements Ruby. I can talk today, I swear. Not rude whatsoever here. This is definitely this is actually really good for Pyre here. He's not really gonna have the sting of still missing that Fu here. just yet.
Oh, offset stone. And it fails.
Somewhere they are laughing in possum.
And the Berserk caster goes down. Another offset stone.
He'll get it eventually. Forecast in.
And a miss.
Oh my, yeah, these Mad Ogres were definitely paid off by somebody because, yeah, these Offlost Stones, that food's got plenty of magic power on him there, so yeah, this is interesting. Third Offlost Stone finally lands, but damage done. Oh, it was an Assassin Dagger, nothing really worrisome here. As Kane is berserked up, Cure 2s are coming out on Forum here. I would guess that this next Quake should at least eliminate the front sister here. Yep, okay, that shuts down the Delta attack at least, so...
It looks like Pyre didn't pick up those silent staffs that Pankraz has.
No, I would guess not there. Excuse me. I don't think Pyre's done much more in the way of shop checking there. Now, Kane should carve through the rest of this, but, I mean, Pankraz is stepping up to KQE just as Pyre is leaving here. We'll keep a look on the timer here, but, yeah, the gap here is just getting... Yeah, Pankraz doesn't even wait for the officer to run here. Pitfall at 34-18 for Pyre. Huxley, yeah, Fu was in the Tower of Zot. Pankraz went up, Pyre did not, just a Dragoon Spear, so no actual there. We have a turtle on top of Lower Babil. That's kind of rude, actually.
Well, with the gear our runners have, it's a little less. You're gonna with a Blizzard Spear Light Sword, you should knock off enough HP that the ensuing wave is negligible.
Yeah, and I believe that one of our runners at least did buy a Thunderclaw as well there, so...
It was Pankraz who spotted a Thunderclaw in the Fabul Combined Weapons and Armor Shop.
Alright, so I would guess Pyre's probably going to scope out that Forge here real quick, see how we're doing here. What's your bet on Forge here?
Thorhammer.
Thorhammer? I'm gonna say it's a piggy stick today. But will there be heroin robes for sale? Oh, go Lord, that's an Abel's Lance!
Yo, Game Machine time?
Yeah,
No,
that's a piece of hardware here, and no.
Yeah,
heroin
second
robes,
best Forge option, I would say.
Wow, that is a very wonderful piece of tech here. That's gonna solve a lot of offensive issues if we had any here. But yeah, Pyre says, okay, I'm gonna take that up a tower. That's gonna murder me a lot of eyeballs here. Pankraz hit Pitfall at right around 36 minutes even. So Pyre is up roughly 2 minutes at getting underground here. Again, no food though.
Also, the Abel's Lance is strength and agility and vitality plus 15. It is the second best.
It's even lightning damage to go along with it, which is gonna fry up a turtle real good here. Yeah.
Yeah, Abel's Blizzard. You're gonna hit it real good.
Yep. Kane still took use of his own Crystal Sword, and Pankraz is heading straight there, is going to get the wonderful news of the Abel's Lance here. Just another rune ring. Well, I mean, Palom's Quakes looked a little kind of down there, so I'm wondering how equipped Pyre's Palom is here. I mean, that said, that Abel's Lance does, at the very least, kind of lessen the whole leaning on Fu thing, as that Abel's Lance is gonna, kill a lot of things, and anything else you'd really want to sweep her for, like dolls, your Palom can still handle here. Excuse me, sorry about that. But going up the tower really hasn't paid off anything yet, other than just these, rune ring, more pieces of gear here. No key items, at least, no progression. And a lightsaber.
I mean, there's still one more shot for the true payout of Keyless Tower. We could still have a vanilla tower key.
We could definitely have a vanilla tower key, yes. That kind of sounds terrible, honestly. That does mean we are actually in the neighborhood of, we really haven't been kind of paying that much attention to these objectives yet, but we're on, this will be 4 objectives down for both runners here, with just needing a Twin Harp, the Magma Key, wherever that is, and our Magma Key Logic Corner today. Guess what? We didn't find the Darkness Crystal anywhere on the blue planet, so guess what? It could be anywhere. That's great.
Pyre's triggering the cutscene for the turtle as Pankraz takes care of the 3rd box and receives a black belt. Nice piece of gear.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to equip another melee here, black belt, the lightsaber, it wasn't bad here. Okay, yeah, Pyre is sitting on that lit one, is going to take out that first wave, which is probably the one you want to take out anyway. Just based, oh my, that was,
he saw it was coming, he just reset, he wasn't dealing with that. He knew it was happening.
God, it looked like it was happening too there.
Oh yeah, no, the wave box came up.
Yeah, I saw that lit one being queued in before the wave box, which is kind of nuts, so, yeah.
Its timing is tight, and without a full party, it's even tighter.
Yeah.
Did Pyre make any change to his party order, or is he going to go in with the same
He's
same
going
strategy?
with the same. He did sit on Palom's turn for a little bit, so I'm going to guess he's going to queue up this lit one. Yeah, okay, the lit one was definitely queued up a lot faster this time. So
This will come out.
guessing this is going to come out here. And by that time, if we get Berserk on that dual wielding weakness Kane there, we should have Kane swing a couple times before that next. Oh, never mind.
Wow.
This is a problem here. Pyre has the anchoring here, but here comes Pankraz with the Fu advantage here. That wave is not so hot here when Fu drops in that nuke for 7k and Kane follows with another 12k. Yeah, that wave is already half off for Pankraz, and Turtle alone here is pushing this fight over to Pyre's or to Pankraz's advantage real fast here. Oh my, not the tower key we were looking for, but the Darkness Crystal. That's the 5th objective in Pankraz's hands here.
Answer your question in chat. The Abel's Lance deals lightning damage. So
Yes.
the combination of Abel's Lance Blizzard Spear means you will always be hitting Kanyatso for full damage, and Pyre is missed the wave nerf again.
Unless you're gonna be able to turn battle speed down a little bit or buffer out that first lit one. Yeah, this is kind of terrible here, as this turtle here has single-handedly pushed Pankraz ahead, and not by a small margin now.
Yeah, it always feels bad to bounce off of an objective boss.
Yeah, Pankraz heading straight for Sylph. Yeah, I haven't seen either runner really get into into camping gear here. Now all those Soma drops paying off, as Fu now has a cool 230 to clean out the bottom of the treasury with here. We'll see if BS3 does get Pyre enough time to deal with that wave here. Here comes the Berserk. I believe it did happen because those waves are coming out before the Berserk this time around. Okay, yeah, no wave here. Kane should, yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Pyre will be through.
Yep.
Just needed that one hit.
Yeah, Kane should get another shot here before the next wave comes out, and any resulting wave after that is really not going to be anything here. Or hiding inside the shell, even more.
Do you think this hiccup would drive Pyre to Dwarf Castle?
That's a good question there, as Pyre probably, I mean, rightfully so, probably feels behind now. Pankraz did pull an X-Scal out of the first box in the Sylph treasury here, because we need more melee power, apparently. The Abel's Lance wasn't enough.
A lowly X-Cal in the light of the Abel's Lance.
That elixir's kind of nice. I'm kind of wondering if Pyre goes, like, straight to maybe, like, the Feymarch freebie even before Dwarf here. Something like that. Again, Darkness Crystal in hand for both runners there, so we're just a Magma or, we're just a Magma or Harp away from go. Meanwhile, more pieces of candy, Zeus Gauntlet now. Yeah, so we're just one key item period away, so, if Pyre just, goes, hits the Feymarch freebie, maybe picks it up off the Warriors or something, I won't say advantage back to him as a white shirt comes out of the fourth, but it would at the very least. A Pyre is going to the Feymarch. We've got a little bit of divergence here as Pankraz fishes out even more stuff, but no progression here at the very least.
Yeah. Maybe the play from Pyre here is to do the Feymarch, right? It's one chest that's almost always a key item. It's always in the pool. It's very often a key item. And then one that's, also always in the pool and very often a key item.
I didn't see what came out of the last chest, but I don't see anything new in the key item tracker, so...
It looks like Step Lively, our tracker, says it's just a Protect Ring.
Okay, so yeah, the Poison Treasury was absolutely nothing. Quake leaves 2 here. Now, mind you, we've got a couple attacks coming out to deal with that here. No problem whatsoever. Warriors goes down. Toad Lady up there, just a black shirt in the Warriors chest, so nothing there.
Pyre did heal up before doing the Warrior's chest, so he probably knew his damage range wasn't enough. And that's, that's
and
a presence of mind that you expect
from
finalists.
Okay, so Possum reset out of Toad Lady. Just a Cat Claw, so nothing in the Feymarch.
Yeah, well, if Pyre decides to fade Sylph or save it for 10 key items...
Yeah.
You'll have a leg up over Pankraz.
Pyre is unfortunately heading north, going straight for Sylph, so I mean, it is going to pick up, at the very least, is going to pick up that power there. Again, it's going to be a lot of So I do wonder if Pyre is going to do Dwarf before heading up, as you say. That Dwarf does kind of feel like that desperation move here. But all the same, when you've dropped roughly about 4 minutes on Kainatsu, it's really hard to say I don't need to gamble in some way, shape, or form.
Here, Pankraz is leaving the underground. Did he set up Sheila 1?
He did not, actually. He reset immediately out of Toad Lady there, so no Sheila 1 for Pankraz here.
Well, that leaves only one thing to do on the overworld.
Launch the whale? Yep. Pankraz is heading the moon. Gonna show us what we have in Cape Bahamut here. Only 7 key items for both of our runners, with everything else underground really kind of coming up nothing.
Well, with Fu, you don't really need the 10 key item experience bonus. I'm sure Pyre is sorely missing it, since he just has the twins and Kane. But at the same time, you can reach a pretty viable end game experience level, at the very least because of the Omnidextrous flag.
Oh yeah, yeah, Luca's also on the table, as Steph points out there. Yeah, Pankraz did leave Luca down there too, so 2 key main checks at the very least. So both of them are live at the very, at that. Pankraz is heading to the moon here. Oh no, Pankraz is headed to Last Eye with that,
Yeah.
Pankraz, the Thunder Lance is already lightning elemental. You don't need a Thunderclaw on top of it.
No, he's right. The thunder, they're not weak. The eyeballs are not actually weak to lightning damage. They are machines which the Thunder Claw hits, but the Abel's Lance does not.
Ah, okay. This is a well-coded game, y'all. So actually, Pyre is cleaning up chest number 5 out of 6 here, and isn't that far behind. At least to the point where,
yeah, progression-wise,
I could see Pyre also, possibly taking a flyer dwarf. Maybe. I mean, we've seen 5 out of our 7 characters here as Pankraz steps up to the last arm here.
easy stack of 9s on the eyeball. It's just a Masa.
Just a Masa, yep. And yeah, that's the reset right out here, so yeah, nothing on last arm here. Pyre is through the Poison Treasury, gonna take out Toad Ladies here. Could prep Sheila 1 as well there. Again, Pankraz left outs on the blue planet. The question is, will Pyre check any of these outs? And Pyre
he's heading down to Sheila. He's heading down to Yang to go do Sheila, sorry.
Yeah, Pyre is prepping Sheila 1 here as Pankraz isn't hair dryers. And just a Sandru, we throw it on the key item pile, but not what we're looking for. Pyre is leaving the rest of the underground alone, however, and is headed straight to Sheila by the looks of it. Pankraz is headed to the Cape Bahamut check, however. And, when you've got a Fu, it looks as good as 10 sometimes. Pyre has not, I mean, before Sheila, I don't know, but, anyway, here's Sheila 1. Does Sheila 1 have the goods? Yes! Sheila 1 has the
And Pyre's in
goods!
go mode!
Oh, Pankraz leaves out
has-
on the blue planet, and Pyre cashes in here with a magma key. So we also know that only the Harbin. Oh, that's a Val. That is not what I want to see at Game Moment.
Yeah, with this party, you might still be. Oh,
Pyre's
he's buying.
head under-
Pyre's
oh.
buying apples. I'm calling it now. He's buying apples.
I see. Yes, Pyre is headed there. Says, "Shut up and take my inventory."
This is brilliant. He's got the he knows he's got the damage. He sells an Excalibur worth its weight in apples.
Sells defense sword. Sells defense sword. Oh.
No, he's not gonna sell the defense sword. It's not worth enough.
And 13 silver apples, which is 650 HP. I wonder if Pyre
This is gonna be
checks. Yeah, I wonder if Pyre
sketchy.
checks the altar just to see if there's a surprise last character.
Probably. Just a ribbon from Cave Value. We winced and we wailed at the appearance of Val, but Pankraz was undeterred and wiped the floor with her.
I doubt Pankraz would have been all that deterred at that Val here. Pyre's headed off to launch the whale. I would believe Pankraz is probably actually going to be first to show us that moon character if there is one here. But Pyre went from going a little bit behind on that Kanyatso to firmly in the driver's seat now, actually, just because Pankraz is going to the moon here. We don't even know if the Twin Harp's up here, or, might be buried behind the tower key, or, heaven forbid, the Baron key.
This could be the guy still, who would be very nice for Pyre.
Oh yeah, Pyre would love the guy here, and this is...
He's not quite the guy,
but I'll take
you're
him.
not. Yeah, you're not upset with him. He's almost the guy.
Yeah, he can rock a defense sword, and well, I guess we toss the X-Scowl, but Pyre heads immediately to... Now see, Pyre is going to get news of that edge one way or another, because neither of our runners do have a pass right now, but that is one well-defended forum.
And it looks like Pankraz going for a bottom-up moon, unless of course he stops at the behemoths. But
Yep, there's something.
Going for a middle-out moon.
That is a thing here, but then again, with the amount of power on that cane right now, why not? The apples have fallen mostly onto Porum here.
Yeah, getting her up to the magic number of 1200 HP to survive a unnerfed Big Bang, or to survive a nerfed Big Bang. Sorry, and probably just survive whatever is thrown here without having to grind. That Val is going to be unfortunate news with her weak casts.
Yeah, I mean, again, the name of the game is just really going to be how fast can we set Kane up to get that stuff swinging here. Fight is
Just a
full. Berserk is already coming out. Yeah, I would say Pankraz is definitely going to have the power advantage. The question is, if Edge shows up here, which we do know he is, does Pyre take anything a little extra to... Oh no, down goes Palom. Really bad here. Here comes the blink. Should get it off before the next punch.
Yeah, chat's imagining dragons, and I think I agree with them. The optimal experience play with all the dragon killing equipment for Pyre would be to knock out Bimmy and Jimmy and Jimmy and Jimmy.
Yep.
A miniature slingshot and edge, and that Avenger is wonderful.
Oh my, Avenger Abels. Guaranteed to make all your problems disappear, your money back, apparently.
Yeah, it'll make your problems disappear, honestly.
Yeah, and here comes the crystal for Pyre. That will be 9 key items, unfortunately.
Well, he could pick up the sand ruby for a 10th from the hair dryers, but I don't think that's happening.
No, I don't think that is happening here.
This party is theoretically ready for Zeromus, but you kind of want more experience to have a safer one and a crystal sword from Behemoth. Ooh, Moon's paying out.
Moon's paying out in power, but
yeah. Well, the Moon's paying out in the way you expect it to pay out.
Yeah, I'm actually really wondering if the Edge makes Pyre think, okay, now I have a good second melee. Let's see if this works more. Maybe I go take a couple of these chests. I've got a Dragon Whip, so I don't know if he has a Dragoon Spear. But, yeah, that's... Yeah, a couple fights to get that Edge at least moving here. I mean, he starts at level 25 anyway, so...
Well, the Dragon Whip is preferable for taking out the Dragon Boxes because a Dragoon Lance only does double damage to blue dragons. They resist the attached to wind elements.
Ah. Pyre has not done any other ancillary equipping. I don't know. Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, that Possum's kind of got the right of it. Maybe take a peek at that ribbon room. We've already seen Golbez off the board. I think the rudest thing we can find in terms of time loss right now is something like a CPU.
Yeah, CPU would be stinky. Oh, but it could be an orb grind. I don't think you want to do an orb grind.
I don't think you want to do an orb grind either, but strange things here. Yeah, Pankraz is gonna need, again, Harp would be preferable, but again, the question really comes, I mean, yes, Pyre, as long as, Pyre can keep that Cane upright. Of course, Pyre might still be feeling utterly behind because of those Kanyatso wipes.
Yeah.
It might just say, we're going, I know I can do this, and to be completely frank, yes, he can, but...
Oh, 100%. I think he's going for it.
No healing.
He's going for it.
He's going for it. We're gonna see some 1200 strats going on here.
No, this is gonna be your run-in-the-mill Zeromus fight.
Well,
with,
I mean, yeah.
Palom's armed for bear. This is it's gonna be sketch, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's keep Porum upright, keep Kane upright. The rest of you jump in front of some nukes or something. But just with some looks like either Charm Rod or Charm Arrows, Pyre diving, here, and yeah, we've got some flags, and I think I'm contractually obligated to have one of us ask a question or something.
Well, it's a randomizer. we like to shuffle things around. But Zeromus' script is not built for that. Zeromus' script is built very explicitly for the end game fight. And so it's it'd be kind of rude to put him anywhere but at the very end. So out of respect for Zeromus, we leave him there. Out of respect for the idea of randomizer, we give him a costume. There's hundreds of sprites in the pool. And when Edward throws this crystal, we will see Zeromus' true colors. There'll be something different from vanilla. And so, whose butt are we kicking tonight?
Whose butt indeed? Will the butt be serving ice cream? I could go for some ice cream right now. But yeah, I mean, if you didn't think anything, you know, we've got base level Edge, base level Edward, Kane with real ultimate power, but yeah, this is gonna be really weird here, and somebody ordered a Flammy.
You know, I hope that defense sword's enough. Oh, nerfing with the crystal. Just getting it out of the way.
I mean, I don't hate it there, and that's a perfectly good counter to target. At this point, you might want to try to get your Eddie hidden, just to potentially gonna have Palom throw out some additional damage as well here. Yep, Eddie gets that hide command up. There's the pan for Pankraz.
Also, it was Vanilla Plague at the White House.
Oh,
and in the ribbon room was the Baron Key and the Rat Tail. A bunch of key items you don't want to see.
Oh my, that is a thing here. So all these, yep. So did have that. Okay, so Pyre is throwing out a life potion here. Does want to get another nerf. I figured you'd actually throw the Cure 3 and then have another. Well, I guess you couldn't have somebody else throw that.
Oh my
there.
God, more vanilla. A little bit of vanilla never hurt anyone. It's Ogopogo at the Moss Altar.
Edge can contribute. He can dart the defense sword, sure.
Yeah, defense sword, 105 base power. Still do an okay chunk of damage at base level.
Yep. Here comes the Cure 3. Again, I think Edge is just up there to possibly, attract a counter nuke here. Somebody's gonna be upright. Basically, again, just... Oh, no, gonna start a lightsaber here. Gonna full heal Kane. Good lord, that's nearly 8,000 damage here, and that is a Dragoon Helm, so again, not immediately on the moon here. But, yeah, gonna sit on this potential nerf here. Might not need it. Kane's damage values are wildly, I won't say inconsistent here, but, okay, Pyre seems to think, I would guess, is, okay, yeah, has both of those come out. Here comes the nerfing. Basically, not Porum, not Kane, and that's great. Although, with the amount of magic defense Porum has, I'm pretty sure Porum could take it. Palom is shrug. I mean, yes, he's berserking, but I don't think he cares.
The nerf is more valuable than the
oh, yeah.
Zerk. Now we're down to just what we refer to as power couple strat. Oh, he's in rocks! We need Kane to dodge.
Oh, this was Wombo combo. Oh no! Does he dodge? Porum dodges.
Does Porum continue to dodge? Yep.
Porum
and no, that's a wipe.
Oh no.
A wipe, but Pankraz isn't even in go mode.
No, Pankraz is
Pyre
not
can
in
afford
go
to
mode,
wipe
so
here.
Yes.
This is great. Oh, and that's Pankraz in go mode. I opened my mouth.
Okay, well, so Pyre still has this. Pyre just needs to not get wombo comboed here. I mean, Pankraz still has to go turn in that Twin Harp still, so, yeah, I would say, Pyre's... you don't want to wipe again, because Pankraz has enough power where Pankraz is just going to burn through that Z fight with all those moon encounters, but, yeah, Rat Tail to, Rat-tailed go mode, you love to see it, I guess, but Pyre now on the clock.
Yeah, well, unless the harp has exactly the pass, Pyre could afford maybe a quick wipe here, because Pankraz still has to walk down the moon. That's a lengthy walk, and so
I mean, I
and
feel
after
like
a
Pyre
bottom-up
is-
moon clear,
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, I mean, even if the pass is here, with the Eddie cutscenes, Pyre has enough time to finish off. I mean, it's not like that was an exceptionally slow Zerome, as Kane was still doing
No, this is
oodles of damage. So yeah, this is still Pyre's race to lose, but yeah, that was just a little bit bad RNG there. Unfortunately, did not swing Pyre's way there.
yeah. This is a sketch. This is a sketch Z fight, but it's still a Z fight that puts out more damage per round than in what we might refer to as "quote unquote" normal free enterprise.
Oh yeah, that Kane is putting out Crystal Sword plus damage.
7,000 damage a swing is more than what you can get in what we normally call power overwhelming.
Yes. Moving his throwables up top there. Counter nuke comes out on the target you don't want it to, but it can. Worm has. Oh wow, that
It's
is.
a life hot. Oh, and here's music.
Oh yes. So
that was a
Pankraz, yeah. One thing I'm seeing here is that this Kane is now being a lot more. I'm seeing a lot of the 6Ks, none of the 4Ks, being a lot more consistent with those high rolls here. The Cure does come out. Hallam's helping. Edge has already thrown his throwables here. Oh, not just that one there. And let's see, we're gonna get those next swings out here. Here comes the nerf. No pass for, and that nuke goes exactly where Pyre wants it to go. Down goes Eddie. Hallam could survive through this big bang. But again, I wonder if we're in a combo tip again. Orm goes for the elixir this time onto Kane, which is actually definitely the right answer here. Kane being able to take 2 Meteos at this point should get you there. Oh, did not think we were going to see a black hole, actually.
I mean, at these lower levels, it's bound to happen.
I mean, I guess it's far better
There's
than...
rocks.
Okay, here's rocks. Kane eats the rock. Both the twins dodge. That's wonderful, actually. If Hallam can...
And we're through. Pyre's
well
finished.
done. Pyre
And,
with a... Yeah,
Brought the
ties
score up
here.
to 1-1. And we are joined by Pyre. GG's Pyre. Excellently run.
GG, thank you.
That turtle, huh?
Well, I didn't expect the Able Lance and Blizzard Spill to hit that hard, or else I would have done it a lot differently.
Yeah, the Abel's Lance is a lightning element, which is not something given away by its name.
Oh yeah, that's right. Completely forgot about that.
Very easy to forget. Nobody blames you.
Yeah, Seed was going super well up until about that point, though.
Oh yeah, you were ahead of Pankraz. He went through Zot. He found somebody nice there, but you ended up not needing Fusoya.
Yeah, Fu would have been nice, but not necessary.
So, real quick, kind of take me through your mindset right after Turtle, seeing Darkness Crystal. I'm wondering at that point, had Sheila 1 not paid off in Go mode, did Luca or Dwarf enter your mind as, oh no, I'm behind, maybe I go do this as a Hail Mary to catch up?
I did feel behind at that particular point, but my Hail Mary was just go straight to the moon and straight to the bottom without hitting chest or anything on the way.
And that would have paid out. The rat tail was down there, which held the twin harp.
Another nice low way to go mode, but it would have worked.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that was kind of your mindset going in there, knowing you had Z, and I'm going to guess, like I said, just kind of feeling behind, and yeah, you had the 1200 there, and really heads up, remembering that apples were available in the Cocal shop there.
Yeah, when I originally left the Cocal shop, I saw them, but it didn't register until I was already out of the shop, and I should have grabbed some before running up and done the turtle, because then I could have just had just enough HP on Kane to live a full power wave up there, so I could have just basically held A with him. But, so I knew they were there, and once I got go mode from Sheila 1, I was either do Behemoths or try to get HP another way, and usually I can make it through with 1200 HP, but sometimes things go awry.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Wombo combo on the first one. We were kind of thinking you were going to be forced to go through that edge eventually, and you're like, oh, I can just have him dart things there. We were wondering if you were going to take 1 or 2 fights to maybe sling him up a little bit there. But, yeah, unnecessary here as, yeah, Pankraz has entered the Z fight and has just a little bit more than 1200 HP here, as, God, I wonder if he's going for 0 Big Bang here.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I accidentally sold the XCal, thinking about it in Cocoa.
Oh, we thought that was intentional, actually.
yeah.
Oh, that was an accident.
Listen, Excalibur, that buys you 2 apples. That's a good trade. 100 HP, or 50 HP. It's not bad.
Yeah, plenty of money. Just I could use that extra damage to probably not take the Big Bang in Medio, but it is what it is.
Well, either way, congratulations on tying up the series, and I believe after a bit of a break here, we are going to go almost straight into Game 3, I believe. You ready already?
I am ready.
Awesome.
Right, I'm gonna go relax before the next game. Thanks for having me on.
Indeed. Good luck in the
Yeah.
next one.
All right,
Thanks for letting us have you on. And while Pankraz is wrapping up his Aromas fight, I want to take a moment to shout out our restream team. Cubs Rule has been on the restream, putting the show up. Step Lively has been pushing buttons, making everything light up so that we know where we are. And Naitu has so graciously joined me on commentary. You should give them all a follow.
And speaking of, down goes Flaming Mist on Pankraz's side. Ooh, excuse me for a moment there.
And we are
Okay.
joined by Pankraz. GG's, Pankraz.
Yeah, so real quick, won't keep you all too long, just based on the fact that we do have another race coming up. Your
We've got a
next
whole
race.
hour.
You got a whole hour. Okay, that's the time frame there. I didn't know we were doing that part or not there, but yeah, Darkness Crystal just immediately up to the moon, figuring that, okay, 5th objective's up there, I'm gonna find 6th eventually, right?
That was part of it. Like, finding the Darkness Crystal on top. I knew I had to do top of tower as soon as I got underground because of just how many objectives I was sitting on. So if it's a double up there, maybe it's Twin Power, maybe it's Magma, or whatever, it changes how I play the seed. And it's Darkness, which definitely changes how I play the seed. So, I had 2 big options because I'm 1 key item from go mode. I can either clean up everything, or I can prioritize checks that are probably likely to give a key item. Those one-off trap chests, with how many zonks there were, the moon, and all the other checks in between. I liked Sylph, so I did Sylph, and then I didn't like Sylph anymore. So finished up a couple things, and I just needed one thing. So I went hunting for one thing, and it took a little too long to find one thing. The other thing is that shield.
And even with that, you still only finished 5 minutes behind, roughly, which, given that's, more of a harp check and a run back on the moon, it kind of does tell you, you guys were definitely, now Pyre was a little bit ahead, but did not have that foo out of Zod. I'm guessing you might have talked about that there. But, you had almost closed that distance and actually jumped up ahead after a few unfortunate wipes at Turtle up the top of Zod there. So, yeah, that Sheila 1 was all the difference there, but either way, wonderful game as we come to expect from you there, and definitely good luck in the next one here to happen fairly quickly here. I'm not going to keep you too long, so you have a little bit of time to rest there.
I've got time to rest anyway. I've got plenty of time to go through a load of laundry and make lunch. Okay, that's kind of it. I don't have much time for anything else, but that's all I need.
Well, good luck in the next one, and that's about all I have. Scarcer?
Are you a fan of the Catechit, Pankraz?
I mean, the Catechit is great. The Catechit, when seeing, perhaps the worst starting duo that you could have, is twice as great. You're looking for something to give you power. Maybe the starting kit will do it. Nope, there's nothing. There's just 3 life potions and a Star Veil that are going to clog up your inventory. So, no, I've reconsidered. No, I'm not a fan of the Catechit.
That's fair.
Yeah, this one was a little fun, a little tricky, the early game stuff. Getting the hook early was a nice boon from the Mad Ogres. Routing things the way I did to get XP for exit was nice, and then it didn't matter because Zod showed up. So I did that. Smile. It was a silly time, but I'll hope to find my required items rather than Dragoon helmets and the like in the next one.
We'll send you some heroin rope next time, right?
No, I don't need that. There was plenty of power. I had a bandana and a headband and a ninja shirt and eventually a Zeus glove. Like we were balling for years.
True.
But, well, we weren't so much for key items. Going and doing all of Sylph at 7 and leaving Sylph and Feymarch and Eyeball with 7 didn't feel good.
Yep.
That would be sometimes.
It would. All right, man. Go ahead and get yourself some lunch, and we will see you in about an hour to pick up the next game then.
All right, sounds good. Thank you all for putting on the show. Thank you, Allie, for all the patience and fixing things up behind the scenes as well. Thank you, Scarcer and Nightdew. Thank you, Cubs. Thank you, Step. We will see everybody in about, 54 or so minutes, and maybe a seed or 2. And we will see what happens. Take care, and you all go get some lunch as well.
Take care.
Indeed.
And that was Pankraz.
Yep, and I believe, as he said, we have roughly 53 minutes for the next one. Go get yourself some lunch, go get yourself some beverages of your choice. Take it easy, but we will be right back here in slightly less than an hour for Game 3 between these 2 runners here. Not a deciding one, as this is a best of 5, so this is going to be for the advantage going into Monday. So again, it's the finals, and you're not going to want to miss it. So we'll see you back here in roughly about an hour. And I believe it's going to be right here on Free Enterprise.